toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Huskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Brock. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the first possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brock. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island.
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Huskers are on the move. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw again. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he probably should have left that one with the back, as he is just smashed in the backfield. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. And they get him down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play-action fake. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. They go to the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. And the Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's got his man. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Fellas, happy Thanksgiving wishes to you once again. The Egg Bowl is up for grabs between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And check this out. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking to fire. Creates a little space. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll go back to work on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brock. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. We'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's caught. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Leaves it with the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Trying to barge in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team has put everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead.
Big-time rivalry game in football heaven today, gentlemen. Texas A&M and Texas, and here is the very latest.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. bunch formation for these receivers. He'll start this drive firing. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brock.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. The quick out. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Allen. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's the pressure. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The give to the back. That should be the final play of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Janging on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Grabs it in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. There he goes.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
First down for the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you...
Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. A run for the quarterback. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the single back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They're working that left side. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Some misdirection with the counter. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides to back on the option. The give. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Using his legs, it's Allen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man in the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made... If it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.